The Great Depression occurred in America during 1929 through 1940. This event was caused by many different reasons, for example, like agriculture. Many farms suffered either from over or underproduction of food. Some land produced too much food, which lowered prices, and the farmer could not make a profit. In other areas, plantations suffered from a drought, which caused the soil to become dry and incapable of producing food. Many landowners sold their property with the hope to find better money at larger plantations. These people were called migrant workers. They made little money and usually traveled alone. When the Dust Bowl hit the Midwest, it made a bigger effect than the people ever expected. Caused by the drought, the ground was so dry that dirt blew up in the air, making dust clouds. Though some people stayed, the storms drove many people out of their houses and forcing them to get jobs in the city or as migrant workers. The dust storms were dangerous to those who were exposed because the dust would go inside your eyes, causing blindness. These storms occurred in southern states like Texas and Oklahoma. Farmers were not the only ones affected by the Great Depression. Many men were laid off from their work and unable to support themselves and their families. They had to rely on soup kitchens and bread lines to get their food. These were a common source of food for most people during this time.
Excuse me, sir, but what is the bread line serving today?
We have bread and soup.
Ooh, can I get soup and a bread sandwich?
No problem, sir.
Sir, how dare you! I am a man!
So sorry, madam.
That's right, it's manners. They don't treat me like that over at Subway.
Here's your soup, madam.
Why, thank you, sir.
And I'll make your bread sandwich right now.
Well, thank you.
Enjoy.
That's the best. See you tomorrow.
Many men were jobless and unable to find new sources of income because no one was able to afford hiring new employees. Hundreds of people lost their homes during the Great Depression. Because of the large number of homeless people, Hoovervilles were created to house them. Many houses were constructed of scrap metal and wood. The name Hooverville came about because many people blamed the President Herbert Hoover for causing the Depression. The unemployment rate skyrocketed up, and men protested that no one was hiring. The people that did have jobs treated their employees unfairly. They gave them endless hours and unfair pay. Both men and women asked for 8-hour workdays for 5 days a week and a winter relief. People looked for work at any possible opportunity. When jobs were cut, it left many people vulnerable. These people had to provide for both themselves and their families. It became difficult to see the American dream during this time of hardships. People were out on the streets, starving, homeless, and not a penny to their name. During this time, people offered services to those who were less fortunate. People helped by collecting used clothes and shoes. People would also have areas where they would lay out cots for the homeless to sleep in, instead of newspapers on. Credit score during that time was very high, which was a big part in starting the Great Depression. Americans would buy things they could not afford at that time, and use money they did not have. This led to debt, which after the stock market crashed, not many people could pay back their loans. When the stock market crashed, people panicked. Their life savings were in those stocks, and they wanted to get their money out of the bank as fast as possible.
Is it too late to withdraw my money from this bank? My friend's bank just closed down.
Yes.
No! What do you mean? You don't have any money?
This is all we have.
What do you mean this is all you have? That's outrageous! Ah!
The stock market officially crashed on Black Tuesday in 1929. Here is a picture of the stock exchange in New York. This event could not have been predicted. The Great Depression left an economic impact in American history.